Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been like two and a half months since I've posted anything on this channel. So I'm gonna give a bit of a channel update and then talk about why I sold my Cannondale SuperSix and get into the whole bike garage update. There's a couple of new things coming and then some upcoming videos. So let's get right into it. We're gonna try to do this all in one take. So first things first is the channel update. Beginning of the year, just kind of lost motivation, honestly, for training and just making videos. But we're back now. We've gotten some newfound motivation, and especially with the half Ironman coming up in July, so I got to get back into training, and so there's some motivation for that as well as filming and video creation. So I will be returning to posting videos every other Wednesday. Now, I think going forward, not everything is going to be necessarily bike related. The majority of the content will still be bike related, but some of it will more be adventure videos. Like for instance, if it's a video on vacation or camping or overlanding or anything like that, anything along the lines of adventure, basically. So I don't think I'll rename the channel necessarily, but just so you guys know that the content may not always be bike focused or related, but the majority of the time it will be. Alright, so let's shift into why I sold the Cannondale SuperSix. So that bike, it was a phenomenal bike. It was a really comfy bike, but I just felt like when you really wanted to get up and go, it was very smooth and it didn't feel like snappy and quick to accelerate. So that was one of the main riding characteristics that I did not like about the bike. And then I found myself just getting too caught up in the small details, the marginal gains, and I focused more on working on the bike than necessarily riding the bike. So those are basically the main reasons why I did decide to sell the bike. And there will be a replacement, so you'll see a build video on a new frame. It's coming in next week. The video will come out the first week of April, more than likely, or second week of April, sorry, more than likely. I'm not going to give away what frame I bought, but it is the same as a frame that I bought in the past. This is just going to be the disc brake version while I had the rim brake version, and that's the bike that kind of set the bar ride characteristics wise. So I'm hoping that the disc brake frame rides almost identically to the rim brake frame. The other kind of reason for this switch is a little bit on the point of pride of riding something that I built. So for the majority of the bikes that I've had over the past couple of years, I have built them myself and then ridden them. With the Cannondale, I had my local bike shop build it, which obviously there's nothing against having them build it. That's not the reason. It's just the fact that I didn't. So going forward, basically that's the reason for the road bike switch. Yeah, so anyways, back to the new road bike. So it is a frame that I've owned in the past, and I regretted selling it then because I owned that rim brake frame with the Windspace T1500 at the same time, and I ended up selling that one over the Windspace when I really should have done it the other way. But it was slightly too small for me, so I was running a pretty long stem and more of a setback saddle in order to make the bike fit. So we did size up this time. We went up one size, so the frame should fit me pretty perfectly. Alright, so now moving on to just like a more general bike garage update. I no longer own a gravel bike. That has also been sold. I have replaced it with a cross-country mountain bike. I just think for what I was using the gravel bike for, majority of the time I was riding trails, mountain bike trails anyways, and in the past, the most that I've had is like 30mm suspension up front with maybe like the RockShox Explorer dropper post and whatnot, and it was amazing. It was awesome, but I do plan on hitting gnarlier things and whatnot. So I didn't buy a trail bike necessarily. I did buy a cross country bike, so it's still gonna be underbiked, if you will, for really gnarly trails, which is kind of what I want. It's just gonna be, for me, better for what I do currently now ride, and it in the long run, I'm very excited to be back on a mountain bike. Now that being said, going back to the whole ride what I built thing, I did not build it. I did just buy a straight up mountain bike, but that is because I'm not as familiar with the mountain bike side of the sport as I am with the road and gravel side. So that is why. But no, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to post riding videos and stuff on basically getting back into mountain biking, because the only bike that I've owned in the past was a short travel trail bike with like 130 mil of travel. Now this is an even shorter travel. This is 100 front and rear for the XC bike. Yeah, so the next video I will post will probably end up being a cross-country bike overview. And then after that video will be the road bike build. And then as you can see behind me, we do have a TT triathlon frame that does need to be built as well. So that'll probably be in the May time frame. And that just needs to be built for the half Ironman in July, and then any triathlons that I do after that. So that one will probably get built in May, and all of the riding probably in July itself, since the half Ironman's at the end, will be on that bike. But the riding before then will probably be majority road and or mountain bike. Which my plan for bringing the mountain bike rides in is it's going to be the higher intensity, kind of like sprint or VO2 max days, because of the climbing and descending. So it'll be fun to mix that in and get a little bit more variety in terms of the riding that I'm doing for the training, because last year it was really just a lot of road riding, which obviously is what the race is, but I think the variety will help keep me engaged and honestly have more motivation to complete the workouts week in and week out. So other than that, just expect more training videos, I would say. So whether it's Zwift or outside rides, just expect more of that. But yeah, also expect some adventure videos. Like I'm going on vacation the last week of March, so we may film some stuff there, kind of probably more along the vlog style of content for that stuff. And I did recently buy a car to start overlanding in, so there will be some off-road trail videos on that, and camping videos and whatnot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. I should say the rest of this year, because kind of already missed the 2 months of it, but that is all right. I look forward to the rest of this year. I look forward to the training. I look forward to the stuff outside of biking. I look forward to the new builds and everything else. But with that's the end of this video. I will catch you guys in the next one.